Hey, uh, this is my truck. I'm Bob. I built this 5 years ago, finished it, had about 4 or 5 years in building it. Started with a 1957 Dodge Power Wagon, and we modified it slightly. It's a mixed breed of vehicles. I took the best of what I considered the best and put it all in one big pile, and this is what it looks like. I took the original truck and cut it in half and added 12 inches to the width, and then, like the hood and everything is all handmade, I utilized some of the original parts, like the hood latches. Everything else on the hood was handmade out of aluminum. There's maybe a tablespoon of body filler in that handmade mess. Like the fan shroud, well, we probably had near 80 to 100 hours in it. It's all 1/8 inch aluminum. It's really real. There's very few things that was bought other than like the components, the engine, transmission, axles. The rest of it, the frame was handmade. As you can see, the air rod front suspension. Again, that's a Ford Super Duty, like a 2017 Super 60. And then for the rear axle is a Dodge Dana 80, or it's a Dana Spicer, Dana 80. And probably noticed the rims and tires. They're 19.5s, and the rims I bought blanks and then made the wheel centers and machined and done all that. We are running air on all four corners, and we are running a parallel 4-link suspension in the rear, and kind of mimic the Ford front suspension with the longer radius rods, arms. When I first put it together, I had an RTO 6610 Eaton Road Ranger transmission. After driving it a couple years, I pulled it out and put a NV 4500 Dodge transmission and transfer case in it. The bed, all handmade aluminum, and it's the frame rails and everything is all handmade. Like I said, most everything is built, not bought. And we got a fifth wheel pin. I do pull a fifth wheel trailer. In fact, this morning I moved a fairly large John Deere farm tractor. That's a steering column out of a international Eagle series. And as you can see, I've still got the 10-speed Road Ranger transmission or shifter, which I have my cruise control where the Jake brake button is, and rather than putting another hole in the dash, I went ahead and reused the shifter. The dash and everything, anybody that knows a Power Wagon, that's not too original. Looking up in the bulkhead, you can see the air rod suspension, the vintage air conditioning system, and windshield wipers are all neatly tucked up in that bulkhead. Looking at the headliner, that's handmade. I literally used the outer part of the headliner right there where the lights and stuff are. Okay. That is fiberglass, and it's also has a sound deadener and insulation in it. I used the outside of the cab as a mold and then had to cut it down to put it in there. That's how I got the form or the shape of the headliner. And back to the built, not bought. I could not acquire running boards, anything nearly like that, aftermarket, so I completely hand manufactured them, as well as the running boards and the the power running boards. There's toolboxes, that stainless steel boxes, the battery box, the exhaust system, kind of mimicking large truck design. Just kind of took all the best ideas I could think of and the best components of modern vehicles or trucks, and kind of put it all in one little package. Originally, these vehicles didn't have this kind of fit and finish. The door handles always hung like that. The doors are electronically activated with servo drives instead of mechanically like the original. I'm also running a ECM. It's coach controls, and Ed, I hope you hear this because I really like your product. I've used it in a couple other vehicles. What it does is gives the vehicle a modern touch, like the power windows. I've got a key fob, you just hit it to lock it. It'll automatically shut the windows, and if it's dark, I've got entrance and exit lights that automatically come on thanks to coach controls. Hey, you say you want to go for a ride? Okay, we're ready to roll. I just want to thank you for taking a couple minutes to listen to my story. For what it's worth, I had quite a few years fiddling around working on it in the evening after work and such, so it's not something that you turn out in a couple days like these drama automotive shows that you see on television. I hope you have a pleasant day.